Hi guys, in today's video, we're going to be talking about draws in chess. There are 5 types of draws that can end a game. These include stalemate, draw by agreement, draw by repetition, draw by insufficient material, and draw by the 50-move rule. A stalemate is a type of draw that occurs when a player has no legal moves on their turn. The position shown here is a common stalemate that occurs when the king sits in the corner and has all of its escape routes blocked by the queen. The king can't move anywhere because the queen is guarding all of these squares. Here are a few more examples of a stalemate. In this position, the king has no legal moves. This square is guarded by both the knight and the queen. These 3 squares are guarded by the rook, and these 2 squares are guarded by the queen. Even though white has 3 pawns, they're all blocked by a pawn. This position is also a stalemate. The white king has no legal moves here, as these 2 squares are guarded by the pawn, and these 2 squares are guarded by the king. The pawn is also guarded by the black king, so we can't capture that either. There are 5 possible ways a game can end in a draw by insufficient material. The first way is if there are only 2 lone kings on the board. The second way is if there's a king with a minor piece versus another lone king. The third way is if there's a king with 2 knights versus a lone king. The fourth way is if there's a king with a minor piece versus a king with another minor piece. The last way is called timeout versus insufficient material. Even though white is up material in this position, if they run out of time, it would be a draw. A game ends in a draw by repetition when the same position arises 3 times. In this position, if the knight moves here and checks the king, and the king moves to e6, and they repeat this process 3 times, either player can claim a draw. A draw by agreement occurs when both players agree to a draw. This usually happens in a position where both players think they don't have a chance of winning. A draw by the 50-move rule occurs when no pawn has been moved in the first 50 moves, or if no capture has been made in the first 50 moves.